Yup, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy when I'm back again with another YouTube video. So it is currently Saturday, November 22nd, 2025. I'm gonna give you a weekly trade breakdown. The trade that I took this week, why I took this trade, the trades and what happened. So I took 3 trades this week. We won 2 of them. We made about 8,000. Actually, let me just double check this. I don't want to lie to you. So we made about $7,200, $7,300 this week. So, yeah, I took 3 trades. 2 of them won, 1 lost, and those 2 trades I won were I was able to bring my account back from drawdown because I was in drawdown. So back up to 100K and then an extra 2,000 on there. So yeah, anyways, let me break down the first trade I took. So I took 2 trades on Monday. Now, I know that's weird because normally I wouldn't take a trade on Monday, but actually, based on this price action right now, I might take a trade this Monday that's coming up. But so last week coming to a market, replay, start new. Let's go here. So coming to the market, price pulled back to this structure point like this last week. And I'm at the structure point, and we're bearish on the daily. Daily, technically, we are bullish here because price made a lower high, lower low, broke above, higher high, higher low, and it kept pushing. So technically, we are bullish on the daily and then the 4 hour as well. But based on the weekly, we are bearish. And if I'm down below this structure point right here, I'm looking to sell. Obviously, price comes down here, has a bounce up, and goes back up. So price last week didn't fully come all the way back here. It barely tapped it, but then had to push up. So coming into this week, I had 2 choices. I could be looking for the buy to go to the upside, but we're below the structure point. Or I could be looking for the sell, which makes more sense because we are below the structure point. Weekly, we're bearish. Like, this trade just makes more sense to sell. So that's what I did. Coming to the market on Monday morning. Another thing I want to note is, if you see on this 4 hour, you see how this price is making this trend. So I do this trend line, basically, when price makes like a pattern like this. I forgot what the name is. I don't use this pattern anymore. But when I first started trading, like, first few months, man, I was looking for the pattern. This is like bullish flag or something. But price would do like this. Price would be like this. And then break below. Do something like that. I don't know if that makes sense. Let me draw this out. But yeah, so you have one right here, one right there. So basically what you do is you wait for price to break out of this trend to sell to the downside. So basically this pattern that I was looking for, I forgot what it's called. Actually, let me go here. I'm gonna search it. Images. Let's go here. So, this is open. Let's see. But yeah, when I first started trading, like last year, like Q1 of 2024. I was looking for this pattern. So just give it to me. Bro, I don't care. Hide this tab. So that was a bearish rising wedge. Whatever. That's besides the point. Let's go back to the chart. So this is the pattern I was looking for. Not necessarily, this is not a part of my trading plan. I don't use this to trade. But if it's an added confidence that I can add on to make the trade make more sense to me, I will do that. So that's what I did. So I was looking to sell. Price is beautiful. Higher high, higher lows on the 4 hour. So coming to the market at 6 o'clock on Monday morning, price is having this bearish push. Obviously, we're still bullish on the 1 hour, but price is pushing the downside, which tells me, okay, there's momentum going on. There's momentum in the market. Price, let's go to the 6 o'clock. Come to the market at 6 o'clock. Price, again, is having that pullback. So what I do, actually let's go on a 4 hour because it makes more sense on 4 hour. We have this fat bearish engulfing candlestick. We have the big push to the upside with this candlestick. Massive inverse pin bar candlestick or doji, whatever you want to call it. Massive rejection. Now I come to the market at 6 o'clock. What am I looking to do? I find an order block to sell from. Literally right as I'm coming to a chart, right, at 6:30, 6:45. I'm like, okay, cool. I found this beautiful order block. What do I need price to do? Come back to the order block, give me an evening star pattern with a strong bearish engulfing candlestick, and I'm gonna take this trade. So guess what? That's exactly what the market did. Market gave me that bearish engulfing candlestick. Let me show you. Right there. So instead of taking the trade right here, which normally, right, most people would do, or I would have done it. I know normally I'll put my stop loss like slightly above here, so price has like leeway room to do whatever shenanigans. But I ended up placing my stop loss all the way up here because I'm trying to catch this move on the daily. So I know price is gonna go from this structure point to this structure point. Could I put my stop loss down here? Yes, but it makes it too tight. So let's say price does want to do whatever shenanigans comes back, it can stop me out easily and then go straight down into the profit. Now, me putting my stop loss up here is playing safe measures. I'm putting it above the previous 1 hour structure point, 4 hour structure point, and even the daily structure point. So like this trade, like my stop loss for this was great. I like that. I follow my rules. Good. So I did not take the trade when I got the evening star pattern. What I did was I did a sell limit right here. So if the price were to ever come back and tap this part again, it would get me to the trade. So obviously price got me to the trade right here. And then from that point on, just held the trade. Literally just held the trade on. Took the trade on Monday. It didn't really move too much. Consolidated Tuesday. Let me show you. Tuesday's candlestick. Again, didn't really move too much. Had a big push to the downside, but then closed back up bullish like this. And then Wednesday, we had this fat drop right here. And then, yeah. So I didn't close this trade out till Thursday because I was still trying to hold it all the way down to this structure point. And then Thursday, there was NFP coming out. And I really thought NFP was going to push price to the downside, which when NFP did come out on Thursday, price started having a massive retracement. So when price was having a retracement, I just ended up closing the trade right here. I made like 700 on it. So I had closed 8 lots, right? So I had made like about 6,000 or something like that. And then when price, I left 2 lots running. So then when price started having this rejection from NFP, guess what I did? I just closed out the trade, took my profits. It was like $700. I was like, okay, cool. And then after that, price dropped and then came all the way down here. So realistically, if I had closed down here, I would probably close at like 1,500, 1,500. So it's all good. For my trading plan, did everything I was supposed to do. So I'm grateful for this opportunity. I'm grateful for this trade. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. And as you can tell, end result literally looks like this pattern right here. Price did break below, came back and retested it, and then dropped like, yeah. So this is what I used to trade like when I first started trading. Now I don't use that anymore, but sometimes in the markets, when I see it lighting up, when I see it playing out like this, I got to add it to my confluences because it just makes more sense to me. So like, yeah, the price action makes sense. The trade makes sense. Cool. And honestly, going into next week, I'm looking to buy on this. Look at this beautiful Morningstar pattern made. Weekly, we're at this structure point right here. What am I, look, every time it comes back here, what does it do? Bounce back up. Bounce back up. So what am I looking to do? Bounce back up. And price is already lining up on the 1 hour and the 4 hour. Look at the, hold up. First of all, daily, we have a Morningstar pattern right here. So I need Monday's candlestick to open, have a wick down, and it continues to the upside. 4 hour, beautiful price structure. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. If price breaks above here, we're at a high, but I would need quick pullback to buy. I wouldn't take it on a 4 hour. I'll take it on a 1 hour because the 1 hour, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low, lower high, lower low. I mean, yeah, lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So I would need literally a pullback, retest EMA, and then a buy to the upside. That's literally all I need for this trade. And I would take this buys all the way back up here again. And then, so that was the first trade I took on NZDSD on Monday, which was on NZDSD. I also took another trade on Monday on USD CAD. Literally, same thing on NZDSD, but in the opposite direction. Price, coming to the market, price is above this structure point right here. What am I looking to do? Looking to buy weekly, beautiful price action. It just makes sense to buy on this trade. So that's what I wanted to do. So came to the market Monday. The setup was already happening because last week we already had the price action. Beautiful push from here. All I needed was a retracement and it continued to upside. Come to the market at 6 o'clock on Monday morning. Start new. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a nice order block to buy from. Okay, cool. Price give me this beautiful order block on a 15-minute. The yellow box is an order block on a 5-minute. I like this one too because it's clean, it's simple, it makes more sense. But I normally trade on 15-minute. So pull back to order block. I was waiting for this candlestick. If you watched the previous 2 videos ago, you can tell you can see that I was looking to take the trade initially after this candlestick closed order up here. Obviously, price didn't close order up there, closed down here. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna wait for extra confluences. Price then gave this beautiful Morningstar pattern push to the upside, fat engulfing candlestick on the 15-minute and the 30-minute. I'm like, hey, that's all I need. That's all I need. So same thing at SDSD. Instead of doing a sell limit, I did a buy limit right here. So if price were to come back here, it would tap me into the trade and then keep going. Obviously, price tapped me into the trade and just kept flowing and flowing. And I was holding this on Monday. So Monday we were in profit. Tuesday's candlestick opens up and just continues, just melt, straight melting, melting, melting. I came to the chart on Tuesday morning, and part of me wanted to close the trade, but part of me was like, hey, price could just be making that retracement wick, like the wick, like this wick right here. Price could just be making the wick before it continues to push to the upside. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna hold this trade. I held this trade. I'm okay with this trade. This was a good trade. Yes, we lost, but this is a good trade in my books. I followed my trading plan. I did what I was supposed to do. So yeah, stopped me out, and then literally Wednesday morning had the push. Thursday had the push. Friday kept pushing. I'm like, okay. So this was a good trade. Like I called the trade out. Actually, let me move this because I actually called this trade out. Called the move out perfectly. It is what it is. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Now, I guess could I have waited for a deeper retracement to buy? Sure, but based on the price action on Monday, everything I need is already there. Just gotta take the trade. So I'm okay with this trade. I didn't really risk a lot on it. And also Monday there was news coming out for CAD, which was red photo news. So I didn't want to like over risk on this just to like make potential like it's gambling. If you're trading with news, if you're timing news to trade, you're gambling. And I'm not gambling. I'm trading. I'm following my trading plan. I'm following my rules. I'm tired right now. That's why I'm recording this. Man, I need that. But yeah, so took this trade. Lost on Tuesday. All good. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Obviously played out beautifully. This would have been a 1-6. This would have been a beautiful trade. But it is what it is. It happens. Can't control the markets. And then I ended up taking one more trade on Wednesday. Because I was looking to sell on USD. Why? Price 2 weeks ago we had a push to here. Last week we had a doji, which closed bullish, which I really wasn't a fan of, but it still closed as a doji, so I'm okay with that. And then this week I'm like, okay, cool. What are we doing? Weekly we are bearish. Daily we are bearish. What am I looking to do? I'm looking to sell. Okay, cool. Weekly already gave me the doji that it needs to make. So this week most likely will fill that wick all the way down here. So what I do? I was looking to sell. Monday's candlestick didn't have the push that I was expecting. So I drew this up on a 4-hour because the price action on here isn't the best. As you can tell, we did take a trade on GBSD last week and we did lose. But literally the same trade that I was looking to take last week is the same one I took this week and we played out beautifully. But yeah, so I still drew a line on this area of interest because it's a 1-hour area of interest and also a 4-hour area of interest. So what I would need was, if you're going to daily, I drew it up. All I would need was a break below here, a retest of it, and a continue to the downside. So coming to a market on Monday, didn't give me that. Tuesday, still didn't give me that, but closed at the structure point. Then coming to a market on Wednesday, price finally had the break below. So, price finally had the break below. So what would I need? I would need an order block. Price makes a beautiful order block right here, makes another order block right here, but on the 5-minute, let me show you. Now this 5-minute order block is just clean. Like it's a nice order block. This 15-minute one is great, but the 5-minute one is just clean. Like, look at that, just clean. So price did whatever shenanigans wanted. All I needed was an evening star pattern. 5-minute did give me the evening star pattern, but I would need price to close below this structure right here. I need a price to close right here. I need a price to go. I needed price to close below here. Why did I need price to close below here? Because this is a lower high, lower low. Price broke above. This is a higher high, higher low. Higher low. So now if price broke below here, then it would shit bearish again. I'm already bearish on the weekly, bearish on the daily, bearish on the 4-hour, 1-hour, 30-minute, 15-minute. Now, 15 hours bullish. But if this closed below here, then it will be bearish on a 15-minute as well as the evening star pattern, bro. Everything, all the confidence are lining up for me to take this trade. Took this trade. Cool. Price obviously did not close below there on the next candlestick. So I had to wait a couple more candlesticks. Price did a bunch of shenanigans, push back up. I guess price did technically retest this new order block that it made. Yeah, just left it to do its thing. And then price finally gave me the close below. Once I got the close below, where is it? Bro. Once I got the close below, took the trade. Now this was after 8:30. This was like closer to 9 actually. But that day I wasn't I work. And I was on the charts. And one of my rules says, I don't know if I actually written it down. Actually, I can't open Notepad over here. I can't see what's going on over there. Whoa. Ah, ah, no. Well, actually, y'all don't even know what this is for. But yeah, me and my friend, we were working on this. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Y'all don't care. But yeah, so uh, do I have this on my training plan? I actually don't have this on my training plan. It's written right here though. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it says here, if oh, yeah, it doesn't say it on here. But you can trade till 10 a.m. But be careful in trade selection. Only A plus setups. So this is an A plus setup for my trading plan. Again, same thing with SGSD. I would normally put my stop loss above here, but as you can tell, if I had taken a trade right here, price would have came back, almost stopped me, and then continued to the downside. I'm not okay with that. So, yeah, put my stop loss above here. This was a good stop loss placement, not the best, because I should have placed it above the structure point. But honestly, I just wanted to place it above this area of interest in case price wanted to wake up and do whatever shenanigans. And then yeah, price literally just flowed straight down. I was like, okay, cool. And originally I was looking to hold this trade all the way down here, but price started consolidating and doing whatever. And then Thursday when NFP dropped, price had a big started pushing to the upside. I was like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna take my profits. And by this time, literally I had already closed Wednesday, right? No, Thursday. So I had just closed the trade on NZDSD. We had already made like 6,000 on that one. And then we made an extra 700 because I closed before NFP. And then this one was already up like 800. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna take my profits for the week. Cool. So I closed out early. And then price obviously, and I moved my stop loss to break even. So even if I had let it go, price would have came and stopped me at break even and we would have made no money on this. So, yeah, honestly, really great week. I'm grateful for this trading week. I see some nice opportunities lining up for next week. And yeah, I'm gonna do a separate video on that. I'm gonna break it down, explain to you all the process, my thought process, why I take certain trades, what I'm looking for while taking the trade, and just yeah, show you how to do it. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, and comment. And we're getting better, day by day, week by week. Just put the work in. That's it. Stay focused, stay disciplined, stay consistent, and just show up. Show up each day. God bless you. God keep you safe, and amen.